here. I have the eye is pretty bad today. I wasn't even going to come on, but I'll see if we can last the hour, and if we can last 2 hours, well, even better if we can last the 2 hours. So, welcome everyone. I got some mail in too at the same time. Some letters, some personal letters. Some people even sent some stuff. So I was really grateful. Kai, Lisa, Norma C, a whole bunch of people sent me some letters and some amazing stuff. Vinny's in the house. Super. Sharonia Luco, merci beaucoup d'être ici. Aleos Valhatla in the house. Thank you very much. Vinny's here. Yes, sir, Vinny. Thanks a lot, my man. I appreciate it, you guys. Yes, sir. Well, we have some good news. Basically, they're they're doing a lot of stuff in space. Hi, Kimberly. Thanks a lot. They're doing so much stuff in space that I don't think they're telling anybody exactly what's going on. You know, the secret funding, a whole bunch of stuff actually happening. Hello, Leia. How's it going? Leia, mail's in. Thank you so much, everybody. I got some mail in, and thank you for the generous support here, everybody, and for everything that you guys do to support this channel. Leia, in every way possible. I appreciate that. And thanks for, of course, supporting all the channels and commenting. It's absolutely amazing. I really appreciate that, you guys. Dam's in the house. Evelyn Saba. Hello, Evelyn. How's it going? Lisa got me some things, many things, actually. I will limit myself on showing you what she got me, actually, because I felt like it was Christmas. I felt very spoiled. And now I have my first Fitbit watch, so I can go walking. I'm testing it. Before charging it, I'm going to see if I'm comfortable with it. Who else is in the house? We have Patty's here. Thanks, you guys, for coming back. Always the same good people. Creep and Jay. And for all of you that don't know, if you're not subscribed to the channel, there's no obligation to do so. But it could be in the near future, 100%, because I'm about to shift. Only subscribers will come to the live stream. I've been mentioning it for 2 or 3 months. So I say that'll give plenty of time for everyone to want to subscribe, maybe interested in the live streams. It's not any threats or anything, but it's going to encourage people to want to subscribe a bit to the channel. So that is a good thing. Sugar B's in the house. Hey, Sugar B, how's it going? Thanks. Happy Thanksgiving. All over the world, so different. So I guess in the States now is Thanksgiving. Well, if so, happy Thanksgiving, my American friends. We just had our Thanksgiving. I don't even think the UK have theirs in the same day. I don't know what it is about that. Different countries celebrating different. Maybe they don't want us celebrating all together Thanksgiving if we all have the same date. Like, imagine if the 4th of July was all around the world and not just the when the hell is it in Canada? 1st of June? I don't know anymore. Could be July, 1st of July, 1st of June, actually. Whatever. I don't celebrate in Canada. But we should all have it the same day. That would be something really, really cool. Pappy Samotaki, hello to you. Thanks a lot, you guys. Hey, William Shuttles. Thanks, brother, for being here. Hope you guys are doing good. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Yes, always greatly appreciated. Always. Pink Dude's here. Thanks, you guys. Thank you, Bruce. We're great and hope you are too. Doing absolutely great. I got the eye allergy that is really, really bad today. A little bit of swelling on the face. It sounds like a forecast, eh? But aside from that, I'm good. I'm absolutely good. Very, very dry eye. That's about it. But it could be the heat. I got the heat on a little bit. Mind you, the temperature's getting back up, actually, as compared to how low it got, because it went really, really low. Solarhead, thanks a lot for being here, you guys. Hey, Richie, MN is in. Hey, Richie, merci d'être mon frère. Hawaii KH6, thank you for that, you guys. And thanks for the thumbs up. Yes, I really appreciate that. Really appreciate it, you guys. Do we have any new people in here? Maybe Alice. Alice, how's it going? Morton She's from Australia. Thank you so much. Alice, you will see a lot of people, guys and gals here from Australia. There's a great big bunch here. You'll have to excuse me, guys. Oh, geez. So as I was saying, Alice, yeah, big cold, guys. We'll get through it. I have a lot of people here from Australia that come here. As a matter of fact, Australia, Australia is one of the countries that really is present on this channel, and you guys would be surprised because there's more Australians here than there are Canadians. Canada doesn't support this channel as much. Nobody from Canada knows. Not many people from Canada knows about my channel. We got about 100 now, for sure. 100 Canadians probably that I interact with as they come on the channel. Boy, those lights are bright, aren't they? Thanks again. Solarhead in the house. We have the thoughts of Moz. Good vibes to you too. So Alice made me cough. Donnie Foster's in the house. Any newcomers just arriving to the channel? No clickbait here. I know you've heard that on every channel, but please take the time to check out the first ridiculous title that you see that says that I'm showing UFOs taken off from the surface. If ever there's any clickbait in any of my titles here, please let me know, because I always post what's in the video in the title so people can really get well, your own opinion, first of all, because my theories go along with the videos, but that's just an extra. You don't have to agree with my theories, that's for sure. Mr. Peter Benton in the house, another guy that has a cool channel. Thanks so much, Mr. Benton, for being here. And if Kelly's with you today, maybe not, it's Wednesday. I hope you guys are doing well, if so. And thank you so much, Peter, for the incredible support here. I always tell people, well, to go see other people's channels without any favoritism. Peter, big supporter of the channel, and he does produce videos, the sun, the moon, animals, nature, castles in England if you want. So check out his channel, and he's a hell of a good guy too, and he always replies to his comments. Leia in the house. Just incredible. Tomorrow is Thursday. So the Liberty Convoy come back to Ottawa February 10th. Be ready. Be on the tube watching. If you can get down there and support and peaceful protesting, that's where we're all going to be in Ottawa. Might even be going down myself, hopefully. We'll see what happens. Le retour à l'Éos de la Liberté Convoi qui s'en vient à Ottawa le 10 février, si je ne me trompe pas. Ça va être un autre party rock and roll avec nos fameuses camionneurs. So that should be something else. Creepin' Jay. What's the YouTube logo on the bottom right of the profile pictures for? What's the YouTube logo in the bottom right of the profile pictures for? There are no YouTube pictures or in the profile. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Bottom right. I guess it's on, I don't know. I guess it's something that goes there. I'm pretty sure it's because we're on YouTube. Maybe that's why. I have no idea. Hey, Josh is in the house. Thanks a lot, you guys. Saw UFO, and thanks for the comments too, Josh. Pink Dude says, I saw a UFO way up in the sky a few days ago. Traveled like a very bright satellite. Then all of a sudden, it zipped across the night sky and was gone. I've seen that not 100,000 times, but with the eye staring at it, like I'm sure it's a regular light going by, whether satellite or UFO. Yeah, so there's a light in the sky, but then it takes off at a different angle and disappears. I was able to document that a couple of times. I have them up on the videos, and around here the lights really blaze up with an intense brightness around them. This year I caught a lot of them doing that. I was really, really surprised. The coming drone, next in the investment in the infrared drone, when I pick that up, well, you're going to be sure there's going to be some new stuff we're going to be able to do with that. I get UFO lights that come close to the house and come low in the sky. Anyways, you can't imagine what I'm going to attempt to do if it ever comes by the house again. Well, hopefully it won't cost me a drone, but it'd be nice traveling through the light. Maybe traveling through the light and getting a glimpse of the other side, maybe in my little screen for a second or two. Make an incredible video. Hello, wonderful family. Wishing you all well. And thanks, as always, Evelyn, for the incredible contributions here. Just by the love, the energy, and the comment section that you all leave. It's really appreciated. Oh, no. Oh, are you serious, Leia? So sorry about that. Keep it on ice. Take it easy. Oh, wow, that sucks. Of all things, break the wrist. I hope you're feeling better, Leia, and I hope you heal quickly. So broken, not sprained. Ouch. Yeah, Louis. Same thing as New Year's Eve. The last Australian. Covertly, the Fourth Reich has taken over Australia. Yep, unfortunately, very dangerous. Nazis control covertly. Britain also gone. Yep, Canada's gone too, brother. Unfortunately, many are disappearing. Here too. Listen, it's one of you guys that actually sent me this in an email. A picture in the newspaper in your country showing all the Canadians, doctors that, like a whole newspaper of them, all at the same time, weeks apart. And the Chinese police stations are being seen now. FBI spoke about that. Hopefully it wasn't a red flag or some bullshit they're doing. Checking into that. Chinese police stations in New York. There was talk about the Chinese here, pilots that were being taught how to fly planes, staying at a base in Ontario, which I rarely mention, just not to get in trouble, Petawawa base. So, and also Montreal, not Montreal, but in Canada, Hydro-Quebec. In Quebec, espionage, a Chinese spy was caught working for Hydro-Quebec since 2016. So it's funny, we've lost a lot of electricity since then, haven't we? Are you serious? It's almost hard to believe that you don't have Thanksgiving in the UK. Thanks for letting me know that. Thanks for giving me that information. Yep, the Fourth Reich. That's how it is. Germans took over. No, not in England now, but I thought it was at one point. I know my friend in England celebrates Thanksgiving. I was pretty sure, unless I was wrong. No Thanksgiving in England. I'm going to look that up because I'm not calling anyone a liar. I didn't know that. Totally surprised. Amazed. No, not celebrated. Not the American Thanksgiving, because no one had to be thankful for the new land group good ocean trip. Okay. However, the harvest part of it is still celebrated by many churches and most schools. So, but in general, the vibe that you're giving me is that in the UK they don't celebrate that. I'll take your opinion because I'm not there. So yeah, it's interesting to know. So like they say, I guess in any country, some people in England will celebrate it. They do say it. They do it anyways there in the churches or whatnot, and most schools, but the Thanksgiving. But I guess no day off for that. for Thanksgiving. As soon as I get off work tonight, got to start cooking yummy. Lucky, don't get me hungry. We don't have Thanksgiving in New Zealand either. Hey, thanks for letting me know that. Wow. What a small world. Like, I mean, or more, what a big world. Like, how could I not have known that? We just all assume, right? In our culture, things that we've been doing forever, we assume that, well, most of the world would be celebrating Thanksgiving, I guess. So, but it's funny, all my American friends on Thanksgiving, they come and tell me Thanksgiving, and I'm like, it's not Thanksgiving. And when it's Canadian Thanksgiving, and I say, hey, Thanksgiving to my American friends, they're like, it's not Thanksgiving. So we can't even wish each other Thanksgiving. We do it twice throughout the year. Highlander, we Highlander, how's it going? From Cologne, Germany. Thanks a lot. Germany in the house. Another country where I get a lot of people now coming from there. Thank you so much to see the channel. Bazinga. I haven't heard that in a while. Actually, that's not cool because you're going to make me wonder. Oh, okay. Right. Big Bang Theory. Phew, that was close. I was going to look for that one for a while. Josh says, I seen something, but the government might be about to drop some info because they're getting tired of holding it in. That I heard too. I absolutely believe it. Really recently, the Pentagon spokesperson just the other day, if not today, yesterday or today, was talking about actually answering questions because they were, well, one question. It was a simple question. When are you going to disclose, about the UFOs and what's going on? And then there was the private meetings they always have, because when they ask them the question during the civilian one, the public one, they always say, well, I'll answer that in a closed meeting with you. And that's always what they're saying. But I'm hearing the same thing, Josh, that they really are tired of holding it in. And you can imagine they absolutely are tired of holding it in, for sure. It's causing them problems. And what I talked about recently is that now Japan is involved in projects in space. We got France, Germany, UK. Now, I mean, all the countries are going to space to do a whole bunch of things. So the United States government, leading country, is going to have to be more transparent about things, and that no form that they write, no form or no foreign that they write, NOFORN, is written on basically all the Pentagon reports that come out, because they're withholding that information from Japan and other countries. But if they're going to be in the space race, there's going to have to be some transparency. So I see some very scary partnerships and stuff where, how we're hearing the countries say build back better. UK, build back better in France, build back better in the United States, build back better. Trudeau saying it. All the countries are saying it. New Zealand, build back better. I remember when that all came out, they were all going with the same agenda, and you could tell. They mentioned first the Great Reset and the New World Order. So what's happening in general, those of you who probably just hearing it today, the confirmation that they're actually Klaus Schwab, and I mean, who voted him in, right? Him and those people in the WHO and everything, and the ones in charge of health systems, just these people that appear out of nowhere. Well, there's one person that is going to be running the world, and it's going to be all the same. So they're bringing back, in the time of the Egyptians, those dynasties or whatever they used to form, and just one big empire. So basically, this is what their goal is leaning towards doing here on Earth. A lot of new information came out about the sun. NASA talking about some secrets, and I think I understand what's going on. See, there's magnetic fields inside of the sun that they can't see, inside towards the center. And what happens is they're actually saying right now, they don't believe the sun's going to get crazier. It's going to get less aggressive, because the magnetic fields that are in the center of the sun can't be easily seen, but the outside and what's going on the chromosphere is telling them. So they say, I'm just repeating what's going on the inside. So we're all talking about the pole shift, okay, on Earth. but the sun's also shifting. And what's happening is actually just that, where they say that because it's not intensifying and it's getting less intense, that the magnetic field is causing a reversal in the poles, where, like a magnet, where the south is and the north is, just change places. They don't know, but they are studying how that's going to affect the climate, the weather here on Earth, and I could imagine all the other planets. There's no secret. We saw it 2-3 years ago. You must all remember it. Jupiter, the storm disappeared on Jupiter, that big red spot that has always been there all the time that your ancestors have been alive and born and died, and you, the whole time you were born and died, your kids, and now it disappeared last year or the year before. I think it was last year. The rings around Saturn, something going on. Now those rings around Jupiter and all these different changes. Venus, they just recently found out that volcanoes, again, just repeating what they're saying, do your own research. But this is in physics and physics.org and everything. They're really talking intensely about this now, that the possibility of volcanoes having destroyed the atmosphere of Venus. That's a little concerning, because we have volcanoes that are starting up here on Earth, and nobody has any clue exactly when could happen. I think we all know what could happen, but we don't know when. We probably maybe won't even be alive when any of it happens, or we'll all be killed by what happens. But I don't have any fear in me for that with the sun and stuff. It's just inevitable, invisible meteors and asteroids they're talking about. Another very interesting thing over southern Ontario, November. I don't depend on me for the date, but if I'm not mistaken, it would probably be around November 8th, with the 23rd today. A big meteor went by in lower Earth orbit over Niagara Falls, Niagara, southern Ontario. And what happened is they believe that off of that meteor came a whole bunch of meteorites, 2 or 3 of them that came off of that meteor that went by on November 8th. I mean, hey, it wasn't even in the news, I don't think, or maybe it was, but they didn't talk a lot about it. So they sent out a meteor team, right? All the Meteor Association and all the technicians, scientists, or whatever, raced out to southern Ontario. It must have been close, to go and try to track down and to find some of those meteorites that fell from the sky. So that would be a meteorite that came off a meteor that was so bloody big that it was just raining down little meteors off of it, which always happens. I mean, the comet that went by that I filmed a couple of years ago, of course I forget the name, but meteor showers happen after the announce of a big asteroid going by. You see it when you look in the sky. You see a whole bunch of lights going by and stuff, and it's because it's not debris. It's because those meteors are letting go some big pieces, for sure. Has to be. Hey, Scott Robinson, thanks, man. Blessings. See another one from Australia. Thank you very much. My friends on the other side of the globe, thanks a lot. Absolutely. I have a lot to be thankful for. It's because you are all here. It's a pleasure, Alice. Sorry for choking on you. And thanks for being here, Alice. Kelly pointed out to me that I could have just sent you a gift by just putting your address as delivery and save a lot of money. How stupid do I feel? Oh, why? Because that's another thing. Holy crap. What the hell is the problem with the US or with the whole world in sending me a letter? Some of you, what was the postage? I shouldn't be talking about it, but it was $20, $30 for someone to send me a letter from the States. I mean, we're right beside each other, 2 countries side by side, costing hundreds of bucks to send stuff like a letter. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. So I could have just sent, putting your address as delivery. Well, I guess my address. I don't know how else you'd send it, but yeah, it's not about being stupid, man. It's about, I don't want people to pay money I mean, if you send you decide, oh, look, I'm going to send Bruce this, I'm going to send him a glass case. Well, I don't know, about 20, 30, 40, it's crazy. So the first time that I gave out hats, I wanted to send hats out to you all. And I did. I sent out about 8 or 9, almost 10 hats. And the hats, there was one area, one person, I don't know if it was New Zealand, I think it was 40 or 50 bucks to send the mail, which I still sent it, but sometimes the prices are crazy. And me, who never mailed anything, I said, no way in hell. And I was ready to pay $100 or $200. It doesn't matter. I said, it's Christmas or whatever. No, it was like 20, 30 for there, and then 30, 40 for there, and 40 for that. So holy shit. That's not really cool. We have to do better than that with the mail. We do need a new system, eh? We need a new system that's not corrupt and that's not taken over by the pharmaceutical companies and everything. I'm sorry about that, Peter. The Thoughts of Moss, thank you very much for being here. Australia. Geez, we got some cool Australians in the house. Always a good party when they're here. Bruce is all, but will you see me, Bruce? Yes, I see you. Lol, yikes, joking. Yeah, you see, if I would have choked and died, I would never have seen your comment. I would never have known for the comment. I'm getting a lot better. I've been coughing. It's the change of seasons here in Canada. I got colder. When it gets colder and I go in and out, well, get a little cold, but there's nothing very, very serious. But often it affects my eye a bit more, the allergies, when I get a cold too. And I like complaining. Welsh Warriors in the house. Hello. Wales, the divided. And yeah, sorry to hear about that, you guys. It's horrible. It's I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with all of that. I guess there's going to be a lot of protesting. Notice I didn't mention peaceful because I don't think it will be. It's just ridiculous what they're doing to everybody. People are see live stream Artemis orbit. So low quality cam, yes. When zoom all blur like the 1969 equipment. Paki Samotaki, thank you for sharing that. And like he says, Paki Samotaki, he's absolutely right. Some of the images for Artemis 1, guys, is ridiculous. Like, I mean, it's a laughing stock. It's crazy. Artemis 1 has encountered some problems on their little program or project, not necessarily the rocket, but problems with, and there were more leaks. There was like 6 leaks in the launches. I would never go to space on people making things a leak. Like, imagine you're getting your first plane built. Hey, today was your first flight. How come you didn't go up? Well, no, there was some leaks in the fuel tanks and stuff, so they're going to fix that, and I'll try it for the first time tomorrow. I wouldn't ever go back up into it. But have you heard, you guys remember that with Artemis 1, and they're not landing on the moon for Artemis 1. They're going to the base center of solar system. They're on their way to the sun, and the sun's acting up right now. So I think they're going to be testing radiation on the astronauts in the suit because they have apomorphic, I'm not saying that right, with flesh. They got these dummies with a whole bunch of sensors in them, like they do when they have accidents or put them in the accidents in cars to measure the shaking in Artemis 1. And the CubeSat, if I'm not mistaken, would have been launched, is it the 6th or the 8th? No, the 8th, dropped off by Artemis 1, if I'm not mistaken. That satellite didn't fire up, which it should have fired up. So they say it's not lost. They're going to try to fire it back up. So what am I talking about? The CubeSat that's there right now is there to analyze hydrogen, everything that's in the atmosphere around the moon. It's there to look for water, is also what they're doing. So there's lots of projects and lots of tests and things that they're looking at. So, you know, Artemis 1 goes around Earth, slingshots itself past the moon, then comes by the moon, goes around the moon, and back off to the base center of the solar system. And when they explain it on the NASA website, they really said it well. They say that they're going to leave the all the Earth and lunar orbit. They're leaving completely outside of it. So yeah, they're going to the base center of the sun. Mark my words, every single news media that talked about Artemis 1, not one of them mentioned about the base center and the solar system. Say what you want. The base center of the solar system is the sun. It goes from the center of the sun to the chromosphere, to the outer limits of the sun, and not in the atmosphere, just outside where the chromosphere is. That's where they're going with sensors to test astronaut suits, test radiation and stuff. So it could be a test because obviously they do have deep space projects. And don't forget, they have to go into deep space now to be able to understand this solar system and galaxy that we live in. Makes a little bit of sense, but who knows exactly what they're doing out there. So it didn't fire up. That was a little problem. A lot of you mentioned, well, Bruce, there's going to be problems with the Artemis 1 too. Wait till it gets near the sun, right? And if you don't mind, I have a video of chemtrails that I got this morning. There was quite a few of them. A couple of recaps of the last event of chemtrail where the sky was absolutely covered. And it's been cloudy here for weeks. Absolutely, but doesn't matter. And the research will never stop. It could be cloudy for 3 years here. And we have enough footage to look through moon footage, look through anything. It'll never stop here. What we can say is I have a lot of documentation, a lot of videos for rainy days, that's for sure. And what's going on the moon. Not a lot of people have seen and understand what's going on. So I'm researching every day. Someone was complaining in the last video. I showed something. Why are you showing that? It's my research. It's what I want to show the world, that there's something on the moon that it's not getting out. Make it interesting. Always new findings. And when there's not, well, you'll know. Go back into the research. I change it up, try to make it better, find out new things. I mention it again. Billy Ray, Valentine, thank you very much. Can't see that flag, too small. Let me see. Is that an black flag? I like black flags, so I know what they represent. Yes. Michael, thank you very much. Thanks, man. Didn't a UFO hit Australia and there was a little alien that might have been seen? I haven't heard yet, Josh, but I'm telling you, the stories are coming in from everywhere, all around the world. But I haven't heard yet about any landing or something. I mean, it's inevitable. Is it going to happen at one point? Anika, child of Thoth, thank you very much for being here. Scott Robinson in the house. Thanks, guys. Absolutely. I know the channel, not personally, but yeah, absolutely. Great channel. Any prepper channel is great. Honestly, guys, I never mentioned it, but I'm really into the prepper channels. I don't have time to watch a lot of them, but I do all the time. That I can, when I can. Anyways, I love them. The ideals and everything that they bring up, the real preppers. I mean, I'm really into these bunker homes and stuff. You know, there's some areas in like Lost City or Sills. Oh, I don't remember the name of it. But anyways, there's some areas where they're making houses. And I think it's in Nevada where they're testing to make earth homes. And I think that it's definitely something we have to do. You know, they're building into the sides of mountains, keeping warm and cool at the same time, perfect temperatures inside. And I think that's the best thing, what we should probably do. As a matter of fact, when you look at the moon really looks like they're doing that they're blending in the architecture and structures into the mountainsides. And of course, all that dirt that they're pulling out of the moon, they're able to dump it over all the structures. Now, I mean, I'm not gonna say 10-wheelers to bring it there, but how the hell do you want them to bring it there, right? Pretty sure they're not just dropping UFOs and dropping dirt. Could be. That'd be really, really handy. Picking up with big teeth, like construction UFOs where they have like backhoe hands on them. Big backhoe hand. Listen, we've seen everything. Anything's possible. There's nothing. Somebody comes here and tells me a theory, and it's like that. No, for me, it makes sense. Everything and anything is possible. Arclight in the house. I wonder how old President Trump really is, because he's a time traveler. A lot of people mention that, about him. Makes me laugh when you think of the golden trumpet that's going to be blaring its horn in the Bible. I think they were talking about Donald. When you think of it, wait a minute, golden trumpet blaring its horn. Hey, wait a minute, it could be Trump. Vast majority in Australia have become moronic thinking. It's incredible. They are cognitive, yep, but seriously retarded. I hear you. I'm seeing it here. And not just that, the people online that are fighting for crazy stuff, like, we want to kill our kids and all that stupid stuff going on. Absolutely crazy what's going on, I'm telling you. Hey, thank you so much, Josh. Thanks, Kim Miller. Kim Miller's in the house. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening in, you guys. Forced Disclosures here. Southern California in the house. Yes. Thanks again, Josh. Yeah, Castle's one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites. I'm rocking here from Ontario. Yes, good vibes. Axe and Nacho, thank you very much. Ontario in the house. I saw a meteor fall here, hit the ground, went below the trees midsummer, and already now we're starting to see some touch the ground. So I think it's inevitable. The next 3 years, we're going to see, this is going to be something phenomenal, where meteors are going to hit areas, and there's going to be warnings and climate warnings that are coming, and they're going to start keeping people in their homes, saying, well, there's a meteor, for the area of New York, let's say, a couple of states, they'll have them maybe locked down in their homes. I don't know what it is with the lockdowns. It's a test, I guess, over control. They use fear tactics to get us scared. They had to scare us with a pandemic for us to be able to get V'd. And that's how it works, whether you believe in it or not. I just think everybody should have the choice. I'm not against people that want to do it. I just think everyone should have the choice. I don't think it should be something that is causing fights inside amongst the families and stuff, but unfortunately, that's just how it is. Hi, Brandy with an IE. Thank you very much for being here. Me, as for protesting, it's for the freedom of speech. The government's taking over our rights to do what we want with our body. And unless we disobey, they're going to continue to force us to do more things. And they're going to, start before they start killing off our children, which they're already doing. I think it's important to stand up. Peaceful protests are absolutely legal. Anybody can do it. I can start one here in town if I want to with a flag. And I think it's important. And unfortunately, Louis, not enough of us stand up. And I'm in that group of people. Okay, I wasn't able to go down to Ottawa because I had to be V'd to get into a train or bus. So that was a tactic. But if not, I would have been there. Like the coming protests and stuff, I definitely will be here. That is something that we'll never probably ever see again. It's something that's going to go down in history, and it's going to be as huge as the black and whites fighting, Martin Luther King, everything, all that, world wars. I believe a revolution is coming. If not, if they wake up and they realize that they can't win, well, maybe they'll smarten up, but I doubt it. I think they're going to probably try to go to the end. I cannot wait. Thanks, Sugar Bee. Scott Lee's in the house. Thanks, Scott. Happy Thanksgiving, you too, man. Thank you so much. My American friends, happy Thanksgiving. Really enjoyed the conversation with your brother. Hey, thanks, Vinny. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for checking out Jason John Schwartz's channel. I appreciate it, you guys. We're on both halves. He's researching Bible in the Christian perspective. I'm researching what I'm filming on the moon. And it has a lot to do points that I'm always touching in the Bible and stuff like that, because people are always telling me, well, it's Nephilim, Bruce, it's fallen angels, it's this, it's that. But I think pretty much we're giving all the same entity different terms, right? Like somebody asked me just last stream or in the comment section was a great question because I ask it all the time myself. Bruce, are the UFOs we see coming from the spirit realm, the spirit world, or the other side where, the dead people go and where we see entities and spirits? It's, it's interesting when you think of it, because once you get off this globe, we don't know what's on the other side. They've never even told us what was in space, except for the visual proof. I was very happy when I got my first image of Andromeda constellation, the Great Nebula in Andromeda, in one of my first videos that I ever posted here. I was doing really how I had started out filming the stars, and I said, "Wow, it's real. That's what's in space. All these lights and beautiful stars and stuff that we see in quasars and everything, binary systems, and you could tell them apart no matter how small they are. You could still see them really, really well." And NASA leaves out a lot of stuff. There's certain things they'll never be able to lie about, right? I heard some really good stuff about the distance of the moon. No, one moment. Any coffee? I'll bring some if anyone wants any. No crickets. Yeah, pretended to go get coffee. I was playing my eye. What is happening? Something huge is happening. An incredible change is happening. The end of an era, end of a treaty, Queen passing away and stuff. The people that are ruling the earth, well, when there's death, or I guess after a treaty of 100 years, well, they change who's the one in charge of running the planet, but it's not doing too good. So here's my problem. They say that they're going to be going past the distance of the moon, okay, at 200 and some thousand kilometers. But I have a problem with that. Based on what NASA is saying, the sun would be at 440,000 kilometers away. Because if not, they'd have to change what they just said. They said the distance, which they're going to take 25 days to go and come back. They're going to the sun there. It probably takes about 23 days to get there. It's probably a couple times further than the moon, but maybe not that far. If they're literally going to the base center of the solar system. How the hell are they going to do that? How the hell would they do that? I guess the sun's just that close. We can get there in a couple days, I guess. How long does it usually take to send out probes to the sun? Usually takes more than a couple of days, I think. But then again, who knows? Yeah, when I bring up the comments, I guess they're stuck there. It shows a YouTube play button, but it always looks like a video you can play. Can I play it? Let me see. No, can't play it. Yeah, it could have been, but no, it's YouTube does that because I'm on StreamYard. Actually, I'm using StreamYard. I'm not on YouTube right now, so you guys are on YouTube and I'm on StreamYard. So when I put Evelyn's name up, Evelyn's on YouTube and I'm on StreamYard because my YouTube's not open. When I do the stream, I don't have to open my YouTube. If not, it takes too much power, so I leave it off. Yes, my friend. Yeah, and some really good information about that too that I was looking at. I know they were talking about it. I was seeing them talk about it all month and a couple of months before, where they were worried about the reversal. Apparently, it's already flipping and changing as we speak, if not completely changed. I don't know if it's going to be completely. I don't know if it will have completely changed or not, but it was very, very interesting. what I read, and that's what I'm going to read really quickly for you. Secrets of sunspots and solar magnetic fields investigated in NASA supercomputing simulations. Gotta love their illustrations and simulations. So they say the sun is much more, obviously, than a source of light that is near Earth. A dynamic and complex star with storms, flares, and movements causing it to change constantly. And they know nothing about it, right? Absolutely nothing about it. It's very misunderstood. Magnetic fields govern most of the solar activity we can observe, but how they do this is still poorly understood. New results based on simulations, I'm not going to hide it, simulations, out of NASA's advanced supercomputing facility at NASA's Arms Research Center in California's Silicon Valley are painting a more complete picture of one of the most prominent magnetically driven solar features, a cycle of sunspot formation known as a torsional oscillation. And it's just recently being talked about, a torsional oscillation. And this is what's causing the reversal, the pole shift. An analysis of data about the sun's structure and dynamics from two NASA spacecrafts. Again, listen to this with an open mind. This is what NASA is telling us. They don't always tell us the truth, but there's only so much they can lie about because a lot of intelligent scientists are out there watching, even though most of them are paid. Has to be. NASA spacecraft has revealed the strength of these torsional oscillations driven by the magnetic fields in the deep interior of the sun, and they're continuing to decline. So this is recent information, as where everyone is saying that leading up to 2025 at the solar maximum, they're sort of telling us that the sun's dying, but it's not necessarily a good thing, because when the sun dies, it does a lot of weird shit, and it can be dangerous. They can be doing some dangerous stuff. This, they say, indicates that the current sunspot cycle may be weaker than the previous one. Okay. And the long-term trend of declining magnetic fields of the sun is likely to continue. So this is just what they say. All of us believe that the sun's amplifying itself. It's going to get a lot worse. It will, leading up to 25. They're not saying it's not going to, but will that be the end for a long time? I don't know too much about that. Such changes in the sun's interior, they say, may have, when you see a sunspot, that goes down into the interior of the sun, which is over 100,000 kilometers deep, to give you an idea, right? The sun, they say, is big. So changes in the sun's interior may have impacts on space weather and on the Earth's atmosphere and climate. So what's going on right now, aside from what they're doing with CERN, aside from what they're doing with HAARP, because by the way, I heard that they made a little opening in the ionosphere by mistake, and it's going to reclose. It's a community member that dropped that off as information the last time they were here, because you guys are really looking into this stuff too. So that's an interesting one. The sunspot cycle begins when the sunspot begins to form at a 30-degree. Don't worry, this will be interesting. I'm going to just read the most important points. 30-degree latitude on the sun's surface, the formation zone that begins to migrate towards the equator as it peaks intensity. So this is what we see. It gets intense and it starts turning towards the equator. The sun's global magnetic field has its polar regions reversed, as if there was a positive and negative end of a magnet at each of the sun's poles, and they were switched. These 22-year variations are caused by the dynamo process that's happening inside of the sun. A dynamo process, almost done, is when rotating, convecting, because we talk about the convection, that means different areas of the sun where you could have hundreds of thousands or millions of degrees in one area and 50,000 degrees beside it, because of those different areas just convexed heat. Like you see the cooling down of the sunspots. Around the sunspots you see black spots, but they're just, that's the cooler part of the sun, because the flares are so intensely hot. These deep magnetic fields are hidden and they can't be observed directly, they say, but their effects, and again, take it with a grain of salt, this is what NASA's saying, but their effects can be seen in the variations of solar rotation. And that's what we're looking at. I showed it to you, some of you that remember the beginning of this year, looking at the rotation of the sun for the first time in my life. And the only way we can do that is by looking at the sunspots that's on the chromosphere and to analyze how they're moving around. And I mean, the sun, from what I see, the sun goes like this. I never see the sun rotating right around, right? It rocks. I see it rock like that, and it sort of goes like this. Sort of goes like that. It reverts up to the top, then it comes back down, shifts over one way, and it goes back the other way. It's not like when you're looking at you look at the moon, it's not moving. But they just brought back some bullshit, images looking at the moon. The moon was like big moon, which looks horrible, by the way. But the little Earth behind it that was setting as they show it. And now I'm sitting here and I'm saying, it's funny, you see Earth setting from the rocket, but the moon's not moving. But Earth, it looks, is going around it. And I'm telling you, they don't show too many things for nothing, because they don't want people to understand or to come up with a solution. Probably most of the bloody images that they're showing is, fake. This analysis about the sun used data from two NASA missions, the Solar and Heliospheric Observatory, of course, and the Solar Dynamics Observatory. The Joint Science Operations Center at Stanford University processed data from 22 years of observations, both missions, more than 5 petabytes in total, however big that is. NASA's supercomputing facilities handled flow analysis, numerical modeling, and visualization that gave scientists a better look at the complex pattern. So when you hear that, they just showed us some truth over top where they talked about the reversal of the pole. And then they defend themselves right away with, NASA's supercomputing facilities handled flow analysis, numerical modeling, and visualizations that gave scientists a really good look at this complex pattern. But they still don't know what the hell is going on. Going forward, they say improvements to the data's resolution, data analysis techniques. They're doing the same thing as us as amateurs are doing. Every little bit that we get clearer, every few megapixels that we buy in a camera, or that it gets better, we get better equipment. I'm going to say it, Elmer Fudd. It costs a lot of money, and these guys are investing billions of dollars. So right now, it's the big hype. We are in the orbital space era, and that's what we're going to be hearing for the next 50 years, probably, maybe 30 to 50 years. And they're doing tests in lower Earth orbit. They want to design, and I believe this is coming, the planes that we use, guys, they're not saying anything, eh? I believe no more planes by 2040. Maybe before, maybe by 2050, maybe, who knows? But the ideal is they want to have UFOs to transport people around Earth, and that transportation will be done in lower Earth orbit. So the lights that we are seeing leaving Mars and arriving to Mars could be the Moonians for real, transporting themselves in lower lunar orbit to go to their destinations across the moon, all around the moon, right? That could be something very possible. We have the visual proof that those things are actually going on. So saw the Starlink satellites for the first time, and was pretty amazing to count how many satellites in a row. I saw my first time, Donnie. It was only 2 years ago. I was mesmerized by it. It was really awesome to have gotten to see it. And I don't know about you guys, depending on how close you are, I saw it for 10 seconds. If you're looking at it from Florida, taking off, you're going to see it for a hell of a long time until it leaves, and they're going to see them separating and stuff. But here in Quebec, comes over the horizon, depending on what time, of course. But over here in Quebec is where they turn the mirrors. NASA does that with the satellites when they're over Quebec. So the mirrors turn away from Earth so that they're not reflecting back, and then you all of a sudden you can't see them anymore. And don't forget, these satellites are always going up in orbit. So once they get up really high in orbit, don't even think of seeing them very well afterwards. 2.0, baby, is coming. I can't wait. Yeah, the 2.0 is finally going to be here. It's on its way, that's for sure. And Trudeau, don't forget, for those that don't know, in other countries, he enforced the Emergency Act. First prime minister to do so. His father almost did. His father had bodyguards working for him, taxpayers paying for big bodyguard prices of people being paid to defend his father. So like father, like son, but he really embarrassed his father because he's really not doing a good job, Trudeau. And Trudeau is basically going through a tribunal, going through court, finding out, whether what he did when he enforced the Emergency Act was viable, was worth it, was also done legally, properly, but it wasn't. It wasn't. The whole bunch of lies coming out. We're hearing about that now. It's just absolutely crazy. Bruce should play a joke on us and make those aliens or bird move. Yeah. I make everything move, man. Everything that's in the sky, out in the sky moves. Yep. Oh, yeah. Covertly fried that vast majority into morons. Literally, dude. Big part of population disappearing. Yeah. And the sad part and the scary part is that a lot of us did. A lot of us did in the past 2 years. Many of us have passed on. That's a fact. Yeah. Same here, Evelyn, especially in the weather. And be careful if you guys do have electricity or lightning going by, shut off your computer the time that it's loud because you'll fry your computer. I fried one, maybe two, I'm not sure, but there's one I fried that way, I'm pretty sure. I wish you could see a UFO when I throw out the trash at night. Well, you probably will see one if you wish it. Honestly, I just keep wishing it because, and don't forget, I could be over a hotspot. I could be really lucky seeing all this UFO activity. Maybe it's because of where I live, but I tell you, there's lots of activity here. Mr. Mark Goldman, how's it going, bro? Nice to see you, man. Thanks for everything, bro. Thanks for being here. Hey, my brother from another. Hope you and yours are well. Happy Thanksgiving to you and all. Love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Mark Goldman, to you and your family. And thank you so much, guys, for the kind wishes. Andre Jan, how's it going? Thanks a lot, Andre. Bruce, what was your first oh my God moment using your scopes? Wow, yeah, Billy. The first oh my God moment, honestly, the first time I brought the telescope out, I saw a UFO go by, but it's when I was just turning and setting it up and putting it in focus. And as I was putting it into focus, I'm jumping the telescope and I see this UFO go by and start waving and went by the moon. That was the day one. I was like, I was flipping out. Hey, just to say I didn't have tears in my eyes, shaking. I was so excited, man, because I know there were UFOs up there. And I said, with a 14-inch telescope and the technique that I'm doing, which is straight up simple, I'm so bloody happy that the Pentagon and the government of the United States and whoever, Space Force, Garpan, accepted me just to post my sightings without saying that it was credible or real or nothing, just so people can see what I was getting. You know, honestly, the Pentagon, if there is some truth to what they're saying about, sure, they keep a lot of information from us, but it doesn't mean they're necessarily lying. They just like holding information from us. But civilian reports, they're going to be looking at every civilian report that's really incredible, and they're not going to be telling people that look at this incredible, finding. I think amateur astronomers are really going to help. I'm not just talking about me, guys. The Pentagon said it today or yesterday that amateur ufologists and amateur scientists can find and track UFOs and meteors just like NASA's doing. They talked about it in one of the probably secretive UFO reports. Theblackvault.com, there's a little sneak peek at the Congress's private session about the UFO report. Apparently, they were asking where the funding was coming from. Fiscal year 2023, they're going to have $650 million, the intelligence community. So they're going to be able to do a lot of UFO stuff, I guess. I mean, just guys, think of it, $650 million. Every year there. Always big amounts of money every year. It's because they're doing a lot more than we think. They're not just sending up a spacecraft to go around the sun and come back. That doesn't cost $650 million. Actually, probably does. Probably costs about $650 million, which is a little silly when you think of it. Andre, I'm doing good, man. Thank you very much, man. And thanks for watching, you guys. And thanks for taking the time to come by the streams. It's like really appreciated. I always miss some people. So if I'm scrolling down, Alice and everybody. No Thanksgiving. Geez, Alice. I did not know that, guys. I really did not know that. Do you guys have happy hours with beer and stuff? We got that here. I assume it's around the world. But that's how we are. That's how naive I am, eh? I'm in my country. I never experienced going to other countries except for once or twice with my mother when I was young on vacation. When I went to the States for the first time in Cocoa Beach, which, by the way, they got hit, I think, by Nicole or some storm. But when I went there, everything was different. Everything is different. The people are different. The air is different. And damn, the trees are different. The plants are different. We don't have things on our beach here that bite our feet and burn our feet like jellyfish or those little crabs or those little lizards that you pick up by the tail and the tail separates off. I remember how being so gruesomed out when that I said, oh my God, I killed the lizard. Their safety mechanism, losing their tails, and they run off and regrow it. Bruce learned about his first lizard back. We're always learning, eh? That's how it is. I research every day like a lot of you, and we're always finding out something new. There's always something new here and there. Arc Light, again, Eric, thanks you guys. Oliver in the house. Christian, thanks for being here, my friend. Yes, Harvest Festival in the school and church. Harvest Festival, that rings the bell because we used to do that in school too. That time where they come in with all the squash and stuff and they put it in the baskets and all the kids are like, what's that? That was my Thanksgiving. Nika, saw one of those orbs in my house for the first time. In my life the other day. Wow. Yes, they are unknown objects. I don't know, Anika. I'll tell you what. It's Elisa Eckerly. Uh-oh, I didn't see ya. Jeez, you guys, I'm sorry. Lisa, I received the mail. Everything came in 100%. And of course, probably not going to show every beautiful gift that you've given me, but I felt like it was Christmas, Lisa. Really thoughtful. The Fitbit thing is something that was fascinating to me. Calculates the hour you're awake and sleep, calculates steps. You can track your keys and stuff like that. A whole bunch of things that you can do with that. So I'll be setting that up to the computer. And Lisa, that was very, very thoughtful. It's not half of it. I'm gonna have to mention some of it because it was too much. Of course, I'm going to thank you personally, but I had problems with my eyes, so she got some nice special glasses with amplified contrast and -9 protections and a whole bunch of things. So, and I don't know how the hell you got my style of glasses because this is all I wear. I don't wear any other style of glasses, so that makes me look really badass now because of Lisa. And I thank you so much, Lisa. Absolutely incredible. I was a bit overwhelmed with the glasses and everything. Sport glasses, guys, got the tie on the back and everything. The thing to, and that's nothing. That's nothing compared to everything. And one of my favorite things that she got me, one of them, because she spoiled the hell out of me. This, guys, is a Bible, okay, from a soldier during the Second World War. A signature of the priest inside also. And as a matter of fact, the Bible is impeccable. No damage or anything. And of course, the soldiers, they had access to, for encouragement, right? From the front and back of the Bibles, you see these verses if you're in a war and bombs are falling over your head, you'd be sure that most of them were reading this all the time, whether they believed in it or not. Probably that was just another beautiful gift, Lisa. She gave me beautiful Psalms Bible, very good condition, very old too. And even though I can't show everything, don't want to get people mad, but it's too much, Julie. It's too much. There's some I'm not even mentioning, guys, because it was too much. I have to say that. She got me. These are all things sent out of love, by the way. Okay, I got a Bible, sent the glasses to help with my eyes. All caring, loving things, that I was really, I'm really thankful for it, guys. I'm not used to getting gifts like that, and I'm not showing them to vent. I'm showing it because I think it's a beautiful, caring thing. She sent me the shungite. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Let's see. Shungite. Exactly. I have Christy always sending me energy and stones and stuff. I got a whole bunch of stuff here around the computer that gives me energy that I hold, and stones. And now even Kai sent me something. It was I was spoiled this week, but the shungite, guys, it's a healing stone, and I don't know about you guys. It's beautiful. It's very nice. You can't see the beauty of it this way. I think you can see better like that. It looks like moon rock. Holding this and in my hand and bracelet and the energy, I feel really weird sometimes in the distribution of the energy with stones. Ever since I was really, really young, I always had a feeling for them. As a matter of fact, when I was a kid, I was always putting them in my mouth, smelling them, feeling the coldness on my chest or anything. I'm just a weird rock guy, real weirdo. But for me, these are gifts that come from the heart. It's because people think of me and trying to help me and in my journey and send me a whole bunch of energy. And, I'll never be able to thank you guys enough. That's for sure. And I'm not rich to be able to send people hundreds of gifts. I know you guys aren't asking for it back, but it's a lot, guys. And I really appreciate it. Carrie G, thanks so much. Tried to take photo of disc and camera, wouldn't pick it up. That's happened to me many times that I can't see the lights, but I can visually see it with the naked eye, but that I can't film it. So they aren't hiding anymore. Great work, Bruce. Keep it up. Thank you, Carrie G. Thank you so much. And that's true. They're not hiding anymore. Not hiding at all anymore. Bruce saw one of those orbs in my. Oh yeah, you said that. Well, listen. I can't really tell you what they are, but I'll tell you what, Anika. I'm not done there, by the way. When my dad died, I started seeing those lights, and I always felt that it was, if not my father himself or grandfather, it was caused by a family member having passed on, and me having a very traumatic event, accepting the loss. Probably the lights have always been around me. They're there to help, whatever it is. It's not a negative energy. I've only felt once a negative energy in the house, and I felt invaded. I felt like my soul was invaded, just in my face, but I couldn't see anything. No visual proof that anything in the house, no sound or anything, just the feeling of overwhelming panic and fear, and something bad was in the house. Only once or twice I felt the negative energy, but I protect myself with the energy. I have no problems with that. Envisioning a light around me. And one more thing, because it was too kind. Like I said, guys, this isn't even half of what Lisa sent, and I find I don't want to hide it. I want I want you all to know. Just being careful with some certain personal things she sent me. Very, wow. And here's one of them. Listen, Lisa, I don't know what to say. This blew me away. Honestly, like tears there. This is an alien, guys, on a coin. And it's not even the one that the Queen recently posted. This is another one. They're very expensive. I'm not stupid. I know they are. Beautiful UFO and alien on it. I think Area 51. I'm still looking at them. What a beautiful gift. 1 ounce Troy with an alien on it. So that'll be not to be sold. That'll be a hell of a nice collection. Isn't that beautiful? And I said it with the Queen behind it. Sorry. I thought, was it the Queen? No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is, guys. 5 Cetus. So you see the UFOs, eh? That's before she passes away or after she passes away. The Queen's right in the center there. You can't see. Ooh, wow, that's nice and shiny, eh? Why the hell is it green? Wow, that's intense. Can't see it well. Oh, well. That's a little special. A special green alien coin. What the hell's going on? That was amazing. It was like Christmas. Incredible. Thank you so much, Lisa. I'm still waiting. Kai. Even Kai sent me some stuff. I don't know if he's there. I'm pretty sure he is. And if not, I'm still going to show it. That was effing awesome. They know me. You guys know me what to send. It's just an arrowhead. For me, it's energy. Sending me that. It's well done, by the way. It looks that's like a real friggin' arrowhead. So I thought that was pretty awesome. And of course, he sent me Kai. This was cool. Prospecting book, right? It's an old The Pursuit to Gold back in the day, and they talk about the machines, the scorpions, garlands, and everything. All the not garlands, but the machines, and how to pan for gold. But there was some cool things and nice little treasure map, which I'm not going to tell you guys because I'm going to go try to find the gold myself. But there was a bunch of things in this were really interesting that I was looking at. So, anyways, thanks so much, guys. Just absolutely incredible. The support. And like I said, that Julie, that maybe I'm a little stupid, but I'd never seen that before. These are not little gifts. That was incredible. Just a watch, guys. It records everything. Everything. It makes supper. No, maybe just that it doesn't do. I thought it was cool. Sleep quality, it measures that. This attached to the smartphone, the computers, all day activity. I'm such an active person that how can I not be active now with that? I'm going to want to probably walk around. So that was a good one. Keep looking for them, Anika, because if you're like me, if you saw one, you're going to see a second one. I saw them more than once when they whole bunch of stuff, Lisa. I don't know what to say. I was overwhelmed, actually. How could I not be overwhelmed? I'm not used to getting spoiled like that. Red Cap Goblin. Why would they ever tell us? Ever? Get real. I'm telling you, man, never mind them. Never mind them. Come here. I'm going to tell you everything I see on the moon. Screw them. But they will tell us, buddy. You know why? Because what's going to happen is that the information is going to be leaked out by the inside. They're tired of hiding it. And it's costing them a shitload of money, I think, to hide all that. But hey, I hear you. A lot of people think that this ain't going to happen. I totally hear you. I respect that opinion. But I feel different. I feel like we're going to get through. I really do. Moonbeam meetings in the dark side under umbrellas. Yes, under all the umbrellas. That's exactly like the inside words, guys. Did you see those guys on Joe Rogan's show? Talk about plasmoids. That rings a bell. I probably missed that one though, Michael. I'll have to check that one out. You rock. You guys rock. It's not. There's Kai. Hey, Kai. Can't thank you enough, buddy. I love you, man. I really, all of you guys is something though. You guys paid a stupid shitload amount of money to send the things. I know that's a fact because I saw it. I was overwhelmed by the price it cost you guys to be able to send me something. As much you, Kai. Okay. You know, I know it goes by the weight and everything. Kai made a nice a rock for Darla. I want you to know that I dropped it off to her the minute I went to the post office. Dropped it off in her mailbox, gave her a call and said, "You got mail." Kai sent something beautiful, kept it in the box, and I took my stuff. So she got the box. And really thank you, Kai, for that gift, man. That's absolutely incredible. Because that is energy right off the bat. And also, man, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the apple green stone that is caused by a meteor hitting and impacting and causing this stone to form. It's got the apple green. I don't know if it is or not, but it's got the apple green. I just think it's trippy. You can see through the rocks. So did Christy. Check it out, guys. I thought it was glass because you could see through it, and it's not. This is not glass. It looks like an amber. Look at the edges there. So orange. Anyway, sorry. Into the rocks. I'm into the Xerox. Got to thank my crew for the amazing gifts, guys. Probably red cap. Yeah, I hear you, man. There's no voluntary disclosure that's going to come out. And the hell's on my shoulder? There's no voluntary disclosure that's going to come out, probably, but I believe they're going to push it out from the inside. That's what I believe. I really believe that. And they're going to push it out from the inside. Hey, cool. I can't imagine how many don't have a Thanksgiving time for giving thanks. It's true, you know. I'm sure they give thanks anyways, but of course we need a day for that. I think every country should a day to be thankful, of course, right? Harvard spending $2 million on looking for a UFO that went down in 2014. These are all these private, incredible secret projects that they're doing that's absolutely amazing. Imagine being on one of those projects. It'd be interesting. I bet you there's a whole slew of different UFOs probably landed all around the earth. That's an interesting one. Went down in 2014, which they thought was a comet, but no, there now says it was a UFO, and they think they know where it is. Isn't that interesting? Now they're finding out that life exists on other planets inside alien life, inside of a section of ice, an ocean on one of the planets. Actually, hang on. I think we're talking about Earth right now. On Earth, it could be, maybe I'm wrong, they found life living under the ice, very, very low depth. So they want to analyze that life to see how life progressed from the beginning of time. There's all this stuff they want to go back and do, the beginning of time, all the time. This is the place, Red Cap Goblin. Everybody knows what's going on, man. Of course, all the food, all the medicine, everything is to kill. What they're spraying in the sky, the fluoride in the water. It's a one world order. This has been going on continually, and that's how they've been keeping the masses low. If not, we'd be 20 billion on this planet. That was nice to you, Lisa. Kai's a hell of a good guy. Died Suddenly movie is a must watch. Hello, Bruce, moderators, and community. Dave's not here, man. Okay, thank you very much. Says Die Suddenly movie is a must watch. Thanks for that heads up. I have to check some out once in a while because I usually don't have the time. What about Nigeria living in 2014 or whatever? Jeez, Nigeria. Well, you know what? Apparently war is stopping in some of those places. You see what they're not talking about? You see what they went on the island and took over Haiti? American ships there and everything? What the hell's going on? They're not talking about it. They talked about it vaguely. His Highness, Ottawa in the house. Get ready for that Liberty Convoy, February 10th, same time as last year, exact same date. A reappearance. Bing bong. Christian in the house. Oh yeah, good movie then. We'll be checking that out then. Who knows what's in the sun? Could be a passageway to get out to other dimensions. Excuse me. Here we go. Oh, guys, I'm telling you. I'm sorry about that. But if I get off and with the eye, I tried to make it. So, hey, 6:30. Oh, good. Should make it there soon. If that's all you guys get me getting off for a couple of seconds, it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, darn. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm not doing too good. I'm doing good, but not the eye. The eye's not doing too good. That's right. Yeah, it's intense. Is Jason John Swartz in the house? Hello, Jason John Swartz. How's it going, brother? A couple of people went and subscribed to his channel. That's my brother, guys. Check out Jason John Swartz. And listen, I got so many trolls that come over here. Just them will probably go and say hello to you. They had to tell you how much of an asshole your brother is. Me. Oh, you'll take notes in a bit. Hey, Misty World, a whole bunch of people here. Leia's in the house. Everyone's here. Now that USA can come to Canada, please do a convention. Actually, yeah. Yeah. You know what? We're not allowed yet, eh? And it's going to go into probably about January. Right now, the US is the only country that does not permit a Canadian or any country to go there without being V'd. Like, I can't go there because I'm not V'd. I'm a virgin, you know? But when it happens, it happens. Mark was the first to mention of me having a convention because he would be the first supporter there, and I'm sure he would be. A lot of people have mentioned that. If you've been lying to, deceiving, and manipulating your own people, you probably wouldn't come clean either. No, exactly. If that's what they're doing, yeah, I hear you. I hear you on that. Louis says Bruce is formally invited to Ontario, Canada, to receive a recognition for his moon documentation. Wow. Thank you so much. I wish. I'd be there in a flash. Thanks a lot, Grip Ripper. Catherine's in the house. Hello, Mark Goodman. Yeah, I hear you, man. I love you for it, bro. Yep. It's coming. Hey, Tommy, there's a good one, bro. Thanks for being here, man. Yeah, what is considered deep space, right? We have the Earth's oxygen. Geocorona extends the moon way past the moon. David White, how's it going, man? IRA, thank you very much, brother. Both you and your son. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. What is considered deep space? Is it outside of our solar system? Outside of the galaxy? Interstellar space? Because they go on deep space projects. Deep space could be just very well in our solar system, maybe. I don't know. There probably is definitely a term for it. So let's hit the news. Let's hit the space news. You know what I'm doing, eh? I'm trying to answer all the comments because you all take the time to comment here, and it's absolutely incredible, guys. I really appreciate it. Another video coming. Keep up the support, my friends. We're approaching 100,000, guys. 5 months. This channel should be finally approaching the 100,000 mark. And I think for any creator, it's just an incredible milestone that a lot of us try to get to find out if our channel is really good or not. 100,000 usually is the number where they say that, you've achieved at least a channel with enough success, I guess, to try to attract a couple of people to the channel. I don't have a lot of views here. I'm approaching 11 million views entirely on the channel. So say to yourself, if I would have gotten 11 million views on one of my videos, that would have been everything and anything I would have ever made here on YouTube, which would have been interesting getting that every day. But unfortunately, France, Germany, and Italy signed an agreement on a launch vehicle development. I thought that one was really interesting. Lots of incredible stories in the news. If you guys are looking every day of what's going on, there's more than just one thing happening. You got launches, you got cancellations, you have new projects. We're going to be sending up a astronaut, which is somebody that is handicapped, has problems with their limbs, maybe even someone who lost their limbs. They want to start sending them to space. And again, they're developing $1 trillion industry in lower Earth orbit. All that money that they're going to be raking in is going to be helping them whatever they want to do, right? Remember they said they want to, from the moon, leave to Mars. Maybe all those launches or lights that I'm seeing moving around on the moon could be astronauts that are going from the moon to Mars, Mars to the moon, and that, maybe they're starting to admit some of this truth to some other people, right? An agreement among 3 European countries could help secure near-term funding for launch vehicle development. What the hell? Ouch. Oh, that's weird. Uh, you watching me, Lisa? Lisa. Vehicle development, all those countries. So France, Germany, Italy, development vehicles. So you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? Who's starting all this? Who's going to be in charge of it all? That's why they needed transparency. Start to talk, more about, be more, quite simply, more transparent for the other countries that are joining these programs. So the launch, am I going to say it? An agreement among 3 European countries could help. Oh, there we go. Secure near-term funding. So they need the other countries so that the U.S. can continue their secret projects. It's all about the funding, guys. Funding for launch vehicle development, but have a bigger effect in long term on how future projects are financed. It's all about the financement, right? The governments of France, Germany, and Italy announced on November 22nd, that was yesterday, 2022, that they signed an agreement on the future of launch exploitation in Europe, intended, they said, to enhance competitiveness of European vehicles while also ensuring independent European access to space. So the agreement includes a timetable that by June 24th, this is information, by June 2024, so they say, calls for a new framework to be in place for public financing of vehicles, such as the Ariane 6 and Vega C, that includes a mechanism incentivizing cost reduction. So they want to do a lot of launches, and it costs a lot of money to launch into space until we have UFO vehicles. And that could be the difference with the progress on the moon as compared to here. On the moon, they're probably ready and already functional going to and from other areas. They probably advance into their anti-gravity technology. And as a matter of fact, everything that we're learning here could have been presented by the people on the moon or people on Mars, or quite simply the Pentagon and Roswell and everything that could have crashed here on the moon. At one point, if a UFO crashes, and they could have really had the chance to go and retrieve that UFO, well, maybe they are back engineering those UFOs. Like Bob Lazar told us, they were back engineering 9 different types of propulsion that were at the S4 bunker in this secret but not so secret Area 51 that everyone knows about now. Last year at Area 51, do you guys remember in the summer, some people gathered up over there with some tents and trailers and everything to go and sleep out in Area 51 and look at the sky, and they were supposed to enter the base at one point. This caused a lot of problems around Area 51 because they really are hiding things there, right? There's more than one base, of course, but that wasn't the most interesting one. But there's Hungary is going to spend $100 million on private astronaut mission to ISS. So they're going to get someone from Hungary to go onto the space station and to go up into space, the first Hungarian into space. The next and most profound industrial revolution in human history is underway in low Earth orbit. So take your notes down, get for dates or names. So riding on the shoulders of the Apollo generation, the Artemis missions will pave the way. This is what they're saying. I'm trying to impress people. Will pave the way for humans to return to the moon, begin human exploration of Mars, and someday for humanity to reach the edges of our solar system and beyond. Well, they've already reached the edges of the solar system. As a matter of fact, they found, which I mentioned in the last stream, several objects, like up to 10 plus objects. One's bigger, a lot bigger than Pluto, and one is smaller than Pluto. And those are 2 objects inside of our solar system, where one of them they called the 10th planet. Look it up. That's a note you want to note that you want to note down. The 10th planet. Already scientists are fighting over whether it's a planet or not. The thing's inside of our solar system. Even if it's past Pluto, it's still inside of the solar system. But apparently, it's an area of the solar system where they have not looked at. I don't believe that. If they're looking, using heliophysics and looking into the furthest galaxy in our universe, they know exactly what the hell's in our solar system, I say. So where are these objects coming from? And how are they entering the solar system? As a matter of fact, the one called the 10th planet is labeled as, is it, oof, don't want to be wrong on this one. I think 213, maybe 27, maybe, I think something like that. So it was found a long time ago. They never talked about it. And now it's inside of our solar system. I got to mention again, Betelgeuse blew its top in 2019. And from 2019 to today, we see a whole slew of things happening on Earth, like meteors shattering windows in Russia, now meteor falling in Niagara, Southern Ontario, which I bet you people from Niagara probably wouldn't even be surprised if they didn't even hear about it, because it's not something that they really cram into people's heads. They don't really talk about these things when they occur. Deep space, it's critical to advancing our understanding of so many unanswered questions. So we don't understand our universe. We don't understand our galaxy and our own solar system. So we're going to venture outside of our solar system, probably screw a whole bunch of stuff up, drop some more shit out into space and debris and stuff, which is totally ridiculous to think that they're doing that, but it's definitely what they're doing. SpaceX launches UTELnet 10B on expendable Falcon 9. Launches are continuing and progressing all the time. What else? China, they're going to use a space station. They want to test space-based solar power on their space station. So get up to par with that and up to point with that, because they just set the space station up, and the 3 or 4 pieces, I think, that they needed to build the space station. So like they're literally probably every day building this space station. Russia is going to be doing the same. By 2023, there should not be any Russians at the ISS. So China intends to use its newly completed Tiangong space station. This is all in its time away from running Canada there. This is when they get spare time. Space station to test key technologies required for space-based polar power. Oh, polar power now. Oh, are they going to polarize themselves on that, son? According to a senior space official, robotic arms already operating on the outside of Tiangong will be used to test on orbit assembly of modules for a space-based solar power test system. Yang Hong, chief designer at the Tianyang space station, said in a presentation in the ongoing China Space Conference, the test system will then orbit independently and deploy its solar arrays and other systems. It is likely to test and verify capabilities such as power generation, conversion, and transmission. Obviously, it's so obvious. The test will be designed to promote breakthroughs in individual technologies, to accumulate on orbit experimental data, and make contributions to the realizations of carbon peak and carbon neutrality. But the carbon story is a bullshit lie, and it doesn't affect the climate whatsoever, is what I believe. But do your research. Don't depend on me. So now the Space Force is established permanently, guys, and a permanent presence in Indo-Pacific region. The U.S. Space Force Indo-Pacific will be led by General Anthony Masteler. Washington says the Space Force on November 22nd formally established a unit within U.S. Indo-Pacific Command, the Defense Department's largest combatant command, based in Hawaii. U.S. Indo-PACOM is responsible for operations in the Asia-Pacific region. U.S. Space Force's Indo-Pacific initially will be staffed by 21 service members, led by General Anthony Masteler, a former commander, probably master, of the space launching wing of Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. Despite its small size, Space Force's Indo-Pacific will play an important role supporting U.S. Indo growing needs for space-based capabilities such as satellite navigation, communications, and missile warning. So we're setting up one hell of a defense system on Earth, probably trying their force field for the first time, which is going to be applied with HARP, CERN, and some of the Stargates, 13 Stargates around Earth, which people think it's around Earth, it's on Earth, but it's in charge of what's around Earth. One of the American president's daughters was often talking about that one. There were some problems also. I told you the CubeSat did not fire up. So NASA loses contact with Artemis, one's Orion spacecraft, for 47 minutes. And that's where they showed a picture of Earth, the blue marble, which, by the way, you see color in space. Lo and behold, you see Earth going down, and we see a dreadful, dreadful, horrible image of the moon where the surface structures are all blurry. You don't see structures. You see a gray moon. I can't even see any mares on it. It's just a gray ball of dust. You know, that's Artemis. Impressive pictures. Not too impressed. The uncrewed Orion has been performing well, they say, since launching towards the moon. So last Wednesday, November 16th, they launched on NASA's Artemis 1 mission. But this Wednesday, November 23rd, brought blip mission controllers lost communication with Orion at 1:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time while reconfiguring a link between the capsule and the Deep Space Network. Deep Space Network, the set of radio dishes that NASA uses to talk to its far-flung spacecraft. Wow. Conducted successfully several times, they say, in the last few days, and the team is investigating the cause of the loss of signal. Oh, so, well, Artemis lost signal as it went on the dark side of the moon. Obviously, going close to the surface, all the communication devices down there must have been scrambling the spacecrafts, because I believe there are people there on the moon, and if they're not human and it's another type of being, they're not going to allow people just to go, any Tom, Dick, and Harry, go there and land on the moon. I would highly doubt that they would be, that they would do that. But everything seems okay now, was what they said. Everything's good now. That's what they're saying. I'm looking for more news. It's all scrambled around here. They moved it around. NASA program predicted impact of small asteroid over Ontario, Canada. So this is new. It just came out. Yeah, that's a little concerning. 2022 WJ1. If you want to write down the number of the asteroid, newly labeled asteroid, 2022 WJ1. It was a tiny asteroid on a collision course with Earth. So you see, it was coming to Earth, but they never see it in time. You're not going to tell me they're going to see a fast asteroid coming to Earth. It's bullshit. They don't know everything that's coming in. Things like that, they're not seeing it, is because it was maybe too small for whatever the reason. But 2022 WJ1 was a tiny asteroid on a collision course with Earth. It really hit. So they say. But astronomers saw it coming. All right. They saw it coming, but they just decided not to tell us, probably. And NASA's Scout Impact Hazard Assessment System calculated where it would hit. In the early hours of Saturday, November 19th, the skies over southern Ontario, Canada, lit up as a tiny asteroid, harmlessly, adding words, harmlessly streaked across the sky. Harmlessly, but if it would have hit someone, it would have killed the shit out of them, right? Broke up and likely scattered small meteorites over the southern coastline of Lake Ontario. This is scary stuff. The fireball wasn't a surprise, they say. Roughly 1 meter and 3 feet, or 1 meter, 3 feet wide. Yeah, that's big. That's a little concerning, anyways. The asteroid was detected 3.5 hours before impact. Never even told us about it, the scumbags. Making this event the sixth time in history a small asteroid has been tracked in space before impacting Earth's atmosphere. NASA is tasked with the detection and tracking of much larger near Earth objects, which we just mentioned too last stream and also this stream. The object bigger than Pluto, the object smaller than Pluto, and apparently 10 other planet sized objects that are inside of our solar system. So, those 8, 9 planets that they talk about, probably about 18, 19, it could be more, maybe some more moons. Obviously, they're still finding things inside of the solar system. That's how, in the beginning of the time we are. If you could believe that they're still finding stuff inside of our bloody solar system. Through its atmosphere and cause damage on the ground. So, tracking much of the larger near Earth objects that could survive passage through Earth's atmosphere and cause damage on the ground. But those objects can also be detected much further in advance, right? More than the small ones, anyways. So, like the asteroid that disintegrated over southern Ontario, such small asteroids are not a hazard to Earth, they say, but they can be a useful test for NASA's planetary defense capabilities for discovery, tracking, orbit determination, and impact prediction. The planetary defense community really demonstrated their skill and readiness with their response to this short warning event, said Kelly Fast and whoever, Near Earth Object Observations Program Manager for the Planetary Defense Coordination Office, PDCO, at NASA's headquarters in Washington. Gosh, I'm happy I'm not a smart person and work for these big associations. Imagine working for a company where you have to write it down to find out where you work. Well, I'm off to work this morning. I'm off to the Planetary Defense Coordinate Office, PDCO, at NASA's headquarters in Washington for my first day of work. Such harmless impacts become spontaneous real-world exercises. Ever heard of real-world exercises? Every year or so, they do tests with jets and different defense systems from around the world. Israel, Afghanistan, everywhere. Maybe not this year, Afghanistan, but that's what they do. They send out jets, they scramble out jets to do these either real world scenarios or tests, or it could be real world. Like when 9/11 happened, remember? The jets, the people when they scrambled jets, they were like, is this real? They kept asking if it was real. It wasn't something, really bad organization that you see exactly when it happened. The asteroid was discovered by NASA's funded Catalina Sky Survey, which is headquartered at the University of Arizona in Tucson, on the evening of November 18th during routine search operations for near-Earth objects. The observations were quickly reported, to the Minor Planet Center. Those are things that you don't, not everybody knows about. Minor Planet Center, the internationally recognized clearinghouse for the position measurements of small celestial bodies. It'd be interesting to do some research in that. And the data was then automatically posted to Near Earth Object Confirmation page. So it took all that time for it to come out. And when it came out, they started talking about exactly what had gone on. I heard our atmosphere on Earth actually encompassed the moon. So doesn't that mean that the moon has an atmosphere and possible more than just ours? I agree with you, Johnny Five. How's it going, brother? And why? Because Earth has a geocorona around it, and the geocorona tells us what is the furthest point in the Earth's atmosphere that there's oxygen. and it extends over 100,000 kilometers, maybe even a lot further past the moon. So yes, the moon is in Earth's oxygen area, where there's oxygen. That's a fact. Love you, brother. We got chemtrails this morning in the Bayou State. Thank you very much, Tommy Langley. And thanks for being here, you guys. I am going to scroll down now all the way. Misty World, how's it going? I would love on Earth, home. I love growing food. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice of us to stick around here. I wouldn't be too discouraged, guys, in what's happening. I don't think anyone would let life of humans on Earth anything happen to them. I think Hippie Mike from Ray, Colorado. Thanks a lot, you guys. Thank you very much, Hippie Mike. Up by the Wisconsin and Illinois border. Donnie Foster, thanks a lot, bro. Today's release was, and the people said no, the end. Everything's so simple, eh, Kai? David's in the house. Why would there be a Thanksgiving in England? Pete. Thanksgiving is just being thankful to have family members and stuff. So, honestly, if you ask a Canadian if it has anything to do with a founding of land, they'll probably say, I don't think so, even though it is. But just Thanksgiving, it's like having a day to be thankful for what you have, for the good things in life, the little things in life, if you want. But don't forget, Thanksgiving, I don't know. I don't know what the hell, why they wouldn't celebrate it. When I celebrated Thanksgiving, it's for the word Thanksgiving. Being thankful, forgetting, or giving, basically. Hey, Fatty McButterpants. Okay, I think Elon Musk is the first human cyborg hybrid. I agree with you, especially after this week. He's running the show because he is quantum computing through his Neuralink. What do you all think? That's a good one. Don't think he activated it yet, but if he did, I'll tell you what, the game that he's playing, I'm very disappointed, pissed off at that SOB for what he did to Alex Jones. He wants Trump back on, which I totally agree, but he wants not Alex Jones back on. And then he talked like he was Jesus Christ from a verse that had to do with his child. And then he said that he lost his child. His child passed away in his arms or something like that. So he's an asshole and he's not going to allow freedom of speech. So therefore, I know for a fact, but just my facts, that's just a little facts in my brain, there will be no Elon Musk in a Twitter in less than 3 months with what he did. If he's doing what I think he's doing, there's not going to be a Twitter left. And if Twitter does go up, the left is going to take it down. They'll be hacking the shit out of him. There's nothing that platform is going to be able to do. And he's going to lose so many people on the platform, millions, because if they don't bring everybody back, and as much as some people were saying that don't like Trump, we're saying, listen, I don't like Trump, but I want him back because it's freedom of speech. Let him say what he wants and we'll just, let him live. It's what people want. It's the freedom of the speech. Got the leftists. I'm against leftists because they're totally crazy bringing, strip shows and stuff in the schools, but I wouldn't block them. I'd leave them right on the same platform as everyone else. Remember back in the days what we used to do? Everything was online. Okay, the liars would get called out as liars, and the truthful people would get called out as truthful people. They'd get support and stuff. We don't need a regulation, fact checkers and stuff like that. It really disappoints me when they start fact checking. A lot of people here today. Chris Ferrell's in the house. Karen Massey. Margaret Leach is in the house. Honk, honk, mada, mada, mada. It's coming. You're going to hear a lot of horns in Ottawa yet again, His Highness. Hink honk. On Moonhow Lot Megalith, the best see on our research. They have all answers now. Again, try racing for Monopoly. It's all about the race. That's exactly what they do. Margaret Leach, thanks for being here as always. Happy Turkey Day. Yeah, that's a good one. Some people in Congress are talking about the treason. What the hell's wrong with me? Treason, Bruce. Yes, it is a treason what he's doing. Charges for Biden. So yeah, Hunter laptop is out. He, literally some bad shit that he's doing. Biden the other day, he says his favorite ice cream is chocolate. He takes a lick from his white cone. Poor guy. Knights of the Swords, Clyde Laws, Rules is in the house. How's it going, brother? Nice to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're hanging in there. Hope things are advancing. Hope the health is getting better. I hope you're still fighting like a soldier. And thanks for stopping by, Clyde. Yeah. It's a good start. Like just be thankful that the day ends and another one arrives. Absolutely, Kai. Kai, thanks again for those incredible gifts, man. Donna was really happy with the stone, and I saw it too. It was a hell of a nice job, man. Watched Jason this morning, and my mom called. Hello, she said. Oh, really? That's cool. That is awesome. Hey, Mom, come on and say hi. I can just see her walk on, sit down. Hey, everyone. Oh, I see some crickets. Turkey David. I mean, Turkey Day David, not Turkey David. I can show you proof. I have videos on my channel with the patents and mechanisms that they use. It's called a wormhole. Another thing, wormhole, science fiction thing for now, they say, because it doesn't exist, but I know it exists. Wormholes definitely exist. And I'm afraid they're invisible. They're talking about invisible meteors and asteroids now that we can't see. A whole bunch of new stuff they're talking about in science. So everything we knew about in science from 10, 20 years ago is all different. It's absolutely changed. Wormholes, I really believe they exist, Lisa. Really believe they exist. The bending of light, space and time. We see Earth on the moon. It's so small. It is bigger moon when look on home. Maybe we see moon satellite. It is Paki Samotaki. You're absolutely right about that. You're absolutely right about that. Looking at the closeness of the moon that they showed and the size of Earth, isn't it crazy? So basically, you know what I think? I think maybe Earth is smaller than the moon. But looking at looking at the things that they're showing, guys, it's incredible. The sun should be about 440,000 miles away, or kilometers even away, based on what they're saying, the distance for them to go there and come back. It has another extra 40,000 kilometers to do to get to the base center. What? 40,000 kilometers to get to the base center past the moon? That doesn't make any sense. There's lots of stuff that they're saying that does not make any sense. Hey, Kazuma 2.0. Hey, no problem. Your English is very good, my friend. Are you sure about some kind of life, not human, watching us? Sorry, my English not the best. Very good. Possible that aliens are watching us. It's a theory here. Yes, my friend. A lot of people come and they think that it's something that I wouldn't rule out either. It's very possible that an alien being can be watching us. They could also be interacting with the humans here on Earth also. That's some scary stuff, but I do my own research. I just don't see a video and say, hey, that must be true. Was absolutely it. There's common sense, man. That's exactly what you got to do. I believe that. Yep. Lisa knows all about them too. All those dimensions. Where is it? There's Norma. I love these. They're beautiful. Always sends me a nice card. Norma C. Norma C. Thank you very much. These beautiful words and all that you guys do. Really greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot, Norma C. I love you. I missed a lot of people this evening, guys. I'm sorry about that. I even have an errand to do the minute I get off from here. Bruce, have you ever caught a crater closing to completely vanish? That's very interesting. I'll tell you what, on the inside of the craters, and several times, and even in video, I see what looks like smoke continually coming over the dark center and the area where it's always dark, but you see always a new smoke like coming over the craters. I can't say that I saw a crater close, but ask my community here. I have an object lifting up off the surface. If not the dust of the UFO, it did look like something lifting up off the surface, like it could be a launch or something. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. And I looked it up, Lisa. I was looking it up also. I was really overwhelmed, Lisa. That is so loving and thoughtful of you. The shungite, absolutely. My mother told me that I had a piece and she had gotten it in a collection when I was really young. It was a smaller piece, a very, very small piece of it. And with this one, it's absolutely incredible. It's not heavy either, eh? And so what I do is things like that and the bracelets that Christy gives me or rocks. I often walk. If a cop stops me in my car, I'm going to have a lot of weird things in my pocket, like a pocket knife and rocks. That's all I'm going to have in my presence, in my pockets. Oh, nice perfume. Lisa, you smell good. Yeah, I can't thank you enough. These beautiful things. This was in a jewelry case near your perfume, obviously, on your dresser near the window. Did I make a good guess? Probably not. Probably not. And the Bible also is really awesome. Beautiful stuff, guys. The sun is going supernova. Leading up to 2025, guys, we're going to have a lot of trouble here with the climate and everything. And I'm not sure it all has to do with just the sun. I really wonder what they're doing in the atmosphere. You know, they're doing tests in the ionosphere. So they do control our weather. Darren, how's it going, brother? Oh, yeah, that was Darren's question. I'm sorry. I had not noticed it was Darren that asked that question. That was a good one, man. Third Eyesore. Hey, brother. That's my other channel, guys. Third Eyesore. Because I always got a sore eye. And that's the first thing that I read when I was looking at it. So in the presence of the lights when I go outside and stuff like that, I am going to bring those rocks with me. That's for sure. Definitely. I'm not finished looking at everything, by the way. reading everything step by step, and I saw everything. Nothing was damaged, Lisa. Everything got here absolutely perfectly, one piece. But was it I am Kai? Nope, it was. Anyways, one of the letters. People are opening my mail. Yours wasn't open, Lisa. I was so happy, but everything else gets opened. A letter that I received was glued shut afterwards. They opened up a personal just letter from Kai there. Was it Kai's? No, it wasn't. It was just a letter that I received, but they opened it up to look at the inside. And every time something from the States comes down, it gets opened up before crossing the States, or it gets opened up here at the mailbox. I don't know. I can't see how the hell can someone at the post office have the legal right to open up a letter. Okay. They're going to open the letter or any box when it goes through the x-ray machine and they see cocaine or like something like that in there, like heroin or something. They're not going to open it for a letter, you know? It blows my mind. It blows my mind. Gate Smasher, ooh-rah. How's it going, brother? Thanks for being here, man. Good afternoon. The day before America's Thanksgiving, I didn't get any notification. Just lucked out on turning on the tube and found you. Man, thanks for letting me know that. That's day 2 or 3. Have you guys seen the problems and glitches that YouTube has? I noticed one of you guys the other day, 3 or 4 of you were all commenting on my last video, and all of you had the same icon. Like, for example, like everybody had Gate Smasher's icon. I was like, what the hell? Lots of weird stuff that was going on. I saw your snowman. Hey, guys, check out his channel. And at the same time, the stats, Julie's channel, which I'm sure I missed her. He's probably saying hello. And you guys got some snow. So, yeah, Buffalo, New York. They were announcing 150 centimeters for you guys here in my news. They said it was going to be something out of this world. So 6 feet of snow, you said? Yeah, I believe it. And it's probably still snowing too, eh? Thanks, Dave's not here, man. Okay. It's the electric sheet of the galaxy is changing the polarity of everything in its path. That's possible, and everything. So it's a domino effect. Absolutely. Bonjour, Joël. Merci, Joël. It's a domino effect that's happening, right? What's happening outside in the universe, if a sun in our galaxy changes or a star changes, or now they're talking about a black hole, like what's going on? Is the universe imploding on us? Imploding on us? Are those black holes getting closer and more asteroids? Is the belt getting closer to us? Does it even exist? How the hell do they go around it or through it to get to the moon? Things that don't make any sense. Scientists who do not do what they are told, they murder them. Yep, family and friends, absolutely. They're there. They have a good salary. They have access to big telescopes, but obviously people think, why don't they see stuff? Well, they see some stuff, but he's not there on his lunch break playing with the big telescope. It's a business. The scientist is there. Everything's recorded. They're looking at certain things to do whatever, looking at quasars, looking at black holes, looking at passing comets. So they're not looking at the moon. They're not sitting there staring at the moon and doing stuff, or they're doing so and they're not sharing it with us. We're not dying. Much love to you too, Gate Smasher. Please give the love to Julie also. Gate Smasher in the house. The dress. You see, that's the thing. You guys are seeing Mark talking. I do see him, but he's all over the place. And like you guys, he's on top, he's on the bottom. Yes, sir. Experimental Elementals here. Thank you very much. It's jumping all over the place. Maybe we have some trolls or something. Yeah, he's highness. Yeah, there's more truth to that than you think. I think. I hope he's not having twins or triplets. Um, do you think so, man? Do you think the sun's gonna spit out? I really think so. Thanks so much for stopping by, everyone. Hey, already 7:14. I'm probably boring the hell out of you guys by this point. So, question I've got: I'm looking in the northern hemisphere. Is that actually the northern hemisphere now? See, that's the thing. You know that little offsetness of the sun, big offsetness, and big offsetness of the moon? Maybe the north isn't in the same region anymore, but you know what? Maybe we didn't realize that the shift happened, and maybe the poles changing positions happened by the planet actually changing positions and not the polarity. Maybe it's something about that, but you said it. When you're looking in the north, is it really the north now? Maybe it's offset, and that's why I think the movement of the moon, it's offset, and the sun, that's offset, and even the stars, some of them were offset. We saw the moon moving faster last month. I saw the moon running across my telescope twice as fast as it usually passes, and found out that Earth was rotating faster. So wow, for us to see a difference in visual difference. Okay, I'm looking with a telescope. If you look at the moon with your eyes, you don't see it moving. You won't. Telescope, 1 minute, 20 seconds, and it's out of the screen, out of the whole screen. 1 minute just goes right by and goes on by. Thanks for coming by, everyone. Hey, William. Bruce, I don't think they're using conventional aircraft out here to release chemtrails out here. I believe that. I think they're using anti-gravity craft now. Thoughts? Man, I totally respect that. And you know what? I bet you, I agree that that's totally possible. And could it just so happen that they are higher up? That now they're applying chemtrails in like maybe lower Earth orbit as compared to like 30,000, 20,000 feet over our heads, even 10,000 feet. I don't know how high they are. They definitely aren't very high sometimes when they're doing their damn spraying. Hey, mods, experimental, thank you very much. Robert in the house. I'm missing a whole bunch, I'm sure. Gen X Music Channel. Welcome, you guys. Magnitude Matrix. It's called dielectric independence or impendence. The Earth crossing over a sun spot is like running over a pothole, shaking our Earth. Oh yeah, I know it, and it's not done. It's getting up there. Oui, le CERN, définitivement, qu'est-ce qui est en train de tout dérégler, like a big domino effect that's coming. I think. Magnetic field on my laptop screen is kaput. Yeah. Definitely problems with my computer. I've been having lots of problems with the computer actually in the past few days. It is, Donnie. The new the Moonanians. Yeah, teleportation is a new future. It's what they're doing. They're testing anti-gravity. A lot of people say, well, Bruce, they tested anti-gravity back in the 1950s. They tested one type of anti-gravity. It's a word they threw at us about 50, 60 years ago. Anti-gravity technology. But from that time on, it's progressed. And they could maybe even possibly call it something else. That's not even anti-gravity technology. Mark Daniel, thank you so much. I'm sorry, guys, for missing those contributions. Jason Bresney, thank you very much. Lisa says, I was listening to Cosmic Disclosure with David Wilcock and Emery Smith. They talk about how the SSP can tell who is walking on other planets down to their facial expressions. You can be sure they are looking at every one on the planets. They're looking at what they're doing. They're looking at their intentions. They're analyzing it. They're finding ways to go down to the surface and spy on them. NASA there Okay, and our governments all around the world are spying on each other. That's all we do. We're gonna be doing the same thing on other planets. As a matter of fact, some of the lights that we're seeing could be some other alien entity that's spying on us. When I say alien entity, alien demon, whatever you want to call it, you want to call it ectoplasm. I think they're pretty much all this right now. Entities, lights that are flying around. There's nothing we can label different. They're all ghosts or entities, but or UFOs, right? You see a ghost come in or some type of light in your house, like not Leia, but or I forgot the person that just saw the first orb. That is definitely something that can be not necessarily alien, but it could be UFO. It could be a UFO, a small craft, or a way of them transporting themselves in essence, eh? Cup 15 in Montreal, 7 to 14 December. Elites, Bilderberg appointments. Oh, yeah? Puis ils viennent à Montréal, man. Ça me fascine. C'est tout cul de Trudeau, ça. That'll be something very interesting. Nice big protest outside of the Elites Bilderberg. One hell of a video. Oh my gosh. I wonder. Me too, David, but maybe not that far now with the crap that's going on. Do you guys it sounds a little crazy, but I do it anyways. When I go to sleep at night, I try to go see ahead and I try to go to 2024, 2027, and 2030. I haven't tried to go further than that. And once every 3 times that I try it, I see a lot of things and messages that come up in the dreams and visions and stuff, whether it be real or not. I think we have a brain that's a tool to do so many things that we don't realize that we can do. And some other people are more in tuned with frequencies. And that's why some people can see entities and some people don't. Probably why some people see UFOs and some people don't see UFOs. Hey, thank you so much, Mark. Again, everybody, for the generous contributions, for stopping by, and the incredible support here on the channel. I can't thank you enough. If we didn't go to the moon, like some say, I ask, where do the rockets go after they are launched? Hey, that Jesus Murphy, that is one hell of a good one. Are they lost in space? Because if they're not going to the moon, they would have to come back. And I would say near impossible to be able to see them coming back unless, that's right, unless they're landing in Antarctica or they're coming back, like they leave, and then they come back another area and go and hide. Who knows? Yeah, man, you know it, bro. It would be my best show. It would be the best way for me to get major attention, and it would take 2 hours with a giant monitor in the front and my simple computer in the front with all the videos playing, all the proof. It would be absolutely amazing. If it wouldn't be for the bloody pandemic and stuff, well, I'm not saying I would have necessarily have done it, but I probably would have had the chance to get down to the States. I was supposed to head down to Marty's in 2021 or 2022, but when the pandemic hit, we were supposed to go to Area 51, try to get down there and look. But the convention, it's definitely always in my mind, man. Thank you so much, guys. 722. 420. A turkey here in Virginia costs wow. Wow. Isn't that retarded? Isn't that stupid though? Imagine a poor person going out to buy a turkey, eh? 35, $40. So that's US. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That's probably the price of the turkeys here, 40, 50 Canadian bucks, I bet you. Crank it up. Hey, that was a hell of a gift, brother. I appreciate that, man. I'll have to return the favor. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. In Malta. I wish I was there. Thanks so much, the last Australian. Wow. Thank you so much. Well, must have worked because the eye's feeling a little better. Must be the shungite. Or it could be the magnets. Could be a whole bunch of stuff. Never know. My friend in Google, Virginio, celebrates with Virginia ham. Ah, interesting. Different cultures, different ham. That's a good idea. It is cool. The first time I saw that, um, fire does not exist in houses. It's not supposed to exist. So if you get to see an orb in your house, it's because there's a serious problem. I do have an errand I have to go run, guys. It's already 7:30. But I'm working on the video tonight. I'll be up all night putting that video up. So I hope you guys will be watching the next video. I'm going to present the video. I think I'll keep it short. It's because it's the chemtrail video from this morning, and then I'll get back into some of the research. Like I said, the sky here is horrible. Hopefully, very soon, I get the infrared camera back outside. Since I saw those UFOs take off from the surface, I've not seen them again. Did you see the troll video, guys, in the community? Where somebody said, our dear Southern troll, and she said that I told you guys that it was an American biological lab. And she made a video saying it was marijuana growth that was there and stuff. And it's all a lie. It's all a lie that they do. They get so upset. But you ever notice how trolls, even when they get mad at you or they want to say that you did something, they only use lies because they went through everything. If Bruce is not a pedophile, if Bruce didn't lose his license for being drunk driving, and if Bruce hasn't beaten any kids on his bus while he was driving, there's not much you can do, right? Ever notice how everyone that's a bad person in life always gets caught? Always information comes up out of from their lives, from what they were doing, But all they do is they expose the biological base. They expose the address of the biological base. Biological base is in God, Manchester. That's where it is. So, but they lie. They say it's in another town, right? But it's not. Oh, what the heck did you put us in your pocket? That's a good one. Celebrated my 50. I almost missed that one, man. Jason, thank you so much. Celebrated my 51st birthday yesterday, and it has continued into today. Cheers, sir. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Congratulations. Yeah, that was cold. So I am going to get off, but I want to thank everyone for incredible support, guys. An astronaut got arrested. Lady astronaut got arrested with her romantic other astronaut. There was something about a murder and some objects found in a house. And because of the laws change in the Navy, the astronauts were arrested. Thought that was pretty special. Actually, no, not yet. He doesn't come by here very often, Peter Rabbit. Send me some teeth, guys, and I'll maybe get Jack Rabbit to come by. Hey, Ed, how's it going, brother? Just about to get off, you guys, but hey, thank you so much. I can't thank you all enough. Thanks, Evelyn. They are the coolest and very thoughtful. And on top of it, it has extra contrast in it for it's for outside the sun, and it's enhanced contrast. It's a -9, I think she had said it was. Very comfortable glasses, and I will be using that when I'm outside filming the sun, or when I'm watching my neighbor over the fence like this. That's what the neighbor sees. Beautiful case and everything too. Incredible. I'm not worthy, is all I will say. and I have yet to do some looking and all of that. I get back from my errands, and I'll be around, you guys. We got comments to answer. Margaret Leach, thanks again for being here. Eh? Happy birthday to our friend Jason Beresny. Absolutely. Carrie, thanks again. Jeez, no, I'm going to stop for a couple of minutes. I didn't know I missed everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Julie and Floyd. Awesome gifts. That was incredible. It was incredible. Send bacon and hearts. Our visits with you are our gifts. I love you so much, Julie. Thank you for the generous contributions and everything that you guys do to help and keep this channel going. I cannot thank you all enough. I am overwhelmed by all the support. It's a channel that's being attacked, gets no views, right? So the views that we get is because you guys are coming back 2-3 times, you're sharing videos, and of course sometimes we get some new people. So you should put that chungite in your water, Bruce. Oh, really, eh? Interesting. That's why I told you to lick it. Absolutely. The energy of the rocks are real, and I believe in them also. And when those rocks were formed, every single rock on this earth and on any planet, an exertion of an incredible amount of force and energy and heat occurs. So, like any time there's a death, sometimes the people come back to those areas because I believe there's an energy that opens up a portal. Maybe every person that dies, no matter where they are on earth that die, right there, a connection from your death spot to outwards creates all those portals. We have a lot of invisible stuff around the earth that we can't really see. So much that we're going to learn. You all are very awesome. I thank you all so much. Star Hunter, thank you very much. So late, 6:13. I missed a lot of people today, guys. I'm so sorry about that. No Taz knows. Thank you very much. Star Hunter in the house. Yeah, dark matter now. Yeah. And that's what CERN is doing, is creating dark matter. They're opening up black holes. They're creating elements that have never been seen anywhere in the bloody universe. So very concerning. Thanks a lot, Star Hunter. Thanks a lot, you guys. Maria's here, and I missed Maria a couple times. So sorry. J'étais gâté, Joël. Especially with the alien coin and everything, I was blown away. And that's nothing. That's not really what she sent. There's a lot more there. What would you do? Lux Report, thank you very much. What would you do if you met an alien face to face? Well, I met a lot of ghosts and entities when I was young, I guess, whether people believe it or not, right? So, yes. And when I met those entities, I always thought it was spirits or angels, because when I was younger, I wasn't doing alien research and researching the moon. So I had a tendency of thinking every spiritual event or encounter was actually like something like a spirit. And a lot of you guys started talking to me 2 or 3 years ago and started saying, well, maybe some of your encounters are something extraterrestrial and not necessarily something spiritual. And that sort of scared me, because I didn't know about, like, those reports of people losing time. I've had that happen to me. My mother's had that happen to her. There's lots of things that really occur without people being able to understand it. So, oh yes, it's good for monitor reflection. You know what I should do is just wear those glasses inside and out. Just leave them on my face. But that is so helpful, Lisa. Just that. outside, and all this stuff was so expensive. I love you so much for it. So the Queen knew aliens were real too. I think so, Evelyn. I think that's why they put it on the coin. Really was right before her death. And as a matter of fact, that incredible coin that she gave me, I've never seen it before. I've never seen that one before. It's a minted coin. You know, I saw the one with the UFO craft on it that would have been from, I guess, I don't know if it's the 1920s or something. They would have found a down UFO craft, and they admitted that it was actually real. So the next glasses that I'm going to get is I'm going to go to the I was gonna say window store, the glasses stores, you know. Optimicien. I was thinking my French head. The glasses people. Optometrician, optometrologist. My English was really bad, but yeah, to go get blue blockers, to go get that's all I need next, Lisa, is what I'm going to go get. And it's going to be worth it to get glasses for the monitor, because I had some, but I went and bought blue with the blue blockers, they call them, or the intense against UV rays and everything, and against the screen, but it had vision in it, and the vision was too strong, so it gives me headaches, and I can't wear the glasses. But that'll be a plus. So what I do is I always have my lights at a minimum on the screen when I'm not streaming, and I stay at a distance now 2 feet from the computer, as compared to like used to be lying right on the computer. They don't want to disclose UFOs yet. They're waiting. They're holding that back. But I'm telling you guys, disclosure is coming. They're going to have to talk about some things very, very soon. Some of you have heard that, some of it is, coming out. Oh, it's real. I believe it. Oh, you mean what you bought me, brother? Or what you gave me, you mean? Can't thank you guys enough. Very overwhelming. Thank you so much, Lisa. Sorry I have to go. Why? Are you talking about the Queen? Oh, so sorry. She paid over 80 billion to get her son off. Bye, guys. Well, that's why I'm talking about her. Why do you think I'm not talking about her? Did you think I love the Queen? Hello. She's German, man. The Queen is German. Actually, the Queen is from the bloodline is ancient Romania, is where they're from. They're vampires. I seen that X mark the spot for the gold. I think it was the pig farm. Checking that out. Thank you very much, Elias. Thanks, everyone. Before I get off, damn right, Lisa. A real family, too, and I love you guys for it so much. I am getting hungry. I'm getting so hungry. Look at me. I'm fading away. Oh, shit. It doesn't look like I'm fading away. Little inside joke. Thanks so much, Evelyn. Love you for it. You too. Happy Thanksgiving. Kimberly, thanks again for being here, you guys. Lisa's in the house. Thanks again for everything, my friends. Mods, it's so beautiful. You joined our wrench family. I was unable to get to my own keyboard. Our Queen, I do not see. It used to be just us. Yep. To know our Moon Man is in your capable keys. Thank you so much. No, we didn't see Darla Lama this evening. She must have been busy. I swear I didn't kill her. It's like Bruce just left her house and she's not here now. Now I have to go bury that thing I got. Does look like jade, eh? But it also looks like a moldavite. That there, that's what the word I was saying before. That literally looks like because a Moldavite has an apple green color. See, it has like, you can see that apple green they call it inside. Looks like a bloody Moldavite. It was just freaking well done too. It's all chiseled and everything. Like, anyways, incredible. Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. Misty World and everybody. Chickadee, I think so. I think so. Maybe not. I'm not putting words in his mouth, but it does look like Moldavite. I'll tell you that. It doesn't look like glass, that's for sure. Because you can't chisel glass like that. It would be very hard. Julie, thank you so much. Hey, you guys drive safe if you're going back up to Florida, eh? Thank you so much, Evelyn. That it is beautiful. I am Kai sent that with the book that I'm also going to read, which I thought was awesome. An old map, always greatly appreciated. Check out my French channel, guys. Every Saturday, I do a live stream also at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and you can come and say hello, whether you're English or not, to check it out. Somebody gave me a Moldavite a year ago, and it disappeared. I never found it again. The first time I had the Moldavite, I put it in my hand, and I held it like in my hand like this, and I was sitting down, and I started shaking. Anyways, I'm telling you the truth. I can't. There's certain rocks that I feel the effects. It's like a high. So the shungite that I've had in my hand the whole time, this is probably why I was here for 4 hours streaming. Feels like it's 4 hours. It always goes by so fast with the community, guys. Thank you all for stopping by. Yeah, man. Sounds good. Expensive. Everything is. For creepy. Bruce makes the beautiful music on his such an awesome voice. Please check out his music channel. Thank you. I have a silly little French. No, actually, I was talking French. I have a silly music channel that I have fun on. I have a lot of fun on the channel. It's not space related. You guys can check it out also. In the links and descriptions of all videos, anything you want to know about Patreon, about links, about contributing, it's all in every video except for the live streams. I keep them on the videos. And any newcomer that stopped by today, thank you so much. I am getting off for real now this time. And yeah, Donna wasn't here. Maybe she's not feeling well. Thank you so much, Chickadee. And thanks for being a member, my friend. Barb Weiss is in the house. Help, we're dying. And we can't get up. Yes. Thanks for being here, Barb. Sammy M. I know I missed a lot, you guys, but Valerie Smith, if you want to be depressed, okay. Plenty of room for more people. We are all crammed up together. Absolutely. There are companies that go get all the space junk and bring it back to Earth. Yes, there is. And everything that is up there, it's not all human. I'm pretty sure. Could be a lot of objects that have been left up there for the longest time. Take care, Evelyn. Casa Nostra. Thanks, brother. That's interesting. I've tasted distilled water before. It's so pure that it tastes like something, right? But in reality, it's tasteless. But yeah, think healthy, guys. So thank you so much, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Valerie, and everyone thanks for the amazing wishes. Thank you, Julie. I know I'm going to learn one day to go down. I know I stay up on the top because I try to answer all the comments. New. Yes, it does intensify. You guys don't ever stop eating bacon. And did you guys know that? I mean, this is not bullshit, eh? Bacon health benefits. It's not like fat that's in margarine, fake butter. It's real fats that are in that food and the fat from the animal. It's not trans fats, and you can lose weight. People eat meat all the time and just eat meat and lose weight. Bacon is something I always buy a couple of pounds a month. And I encourage people like Gate Smasher and all the people that do have pigs or are going to get pigs soon to encourage them and encourage your local town. That's what we all have to start doing. We have to stop buying from CCP. Every friggin' knickknack that we have in our house there, made in China, made in China, made in China. Pick up the kid, made in China. What the hell? Everything's made in China. It's okay, man. You get a break in coffee. Yeah, you guys are good with me. You guys are really patient with me. I got to admit that. And, geez, I missed a lot of comments, guys. I'll never get used to that. Oh, Sex Fine Biz. Yes, new dating site for all tastes and ages. Thank you, Penny. Oh, she's already blocked. I didn't get a chance to see the drag shows. Absolutely average. Thank you very much for being here. Hoorah is a message I'm giving my friend Gate Smasher, but in respect to him. And love you guys a lot. And to everyone that comes here, that you're either in the military in any country or you guys or gals fly planes. I got a lot of people that have come here to support me over the years that bring information and stuff. And I think it's really cool to have a lot of you here, just like really like family. So I'm going to get off. I'm just blabbering right now. And I'm really sorry to have, I don't know. I was a bit upset with this live stream because maybe I didn't talk enough about the news, but it's more important to talk about the family. And that's what we did. We interacted together, and I wanted to spend the whole live stream just to thank you all for the incredible support that you give this channel. And I'll see you in the comment section. I'll be up this evening, putting up the next video laid up, and maybe another stream soon. We'll see each other soon, guys. And thanks to all the subscribers. Thank you very much for taking the time to subscribe. The thumbs up. The live stream also helps the creators. And I'm off now. Later, Sugar Bee. Later, all. Thanks again, Lisa, Kai, Norma C, and everyone for the generous contributions. Leah and everyone. And I love you so much. And thanks for the awesome letters. And I'll talk to you all very soon. Thanks for the kind words. Bye.